These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mountain Goat, a financial advisor to Prime Minister Mustafa al-Kazimi, described the financial situation in Iraq, which is derived from crude oil revenues, as excellent. Quotes, Iraq is in an excellent financial position at the present time, as during the past month alone, oil revenues increased to $11 billion, and this is a very large number that has not been recorded for 5 decades or 50 years. This is a positive aspect regardless of the profitability of the economy. It is telling us that they do not really need to develop the economy to any great extent with oil being so high, as they have been telling us all along. They can still reinstate the dinar with all these other revenues. The IQD is being artificially suppressed and we can't deny it any longer. When will they finally reinstate it? I'm being told they need first a stable government to limit the ability to steal money. So when this election controversy is decided, we will move ahead with the project to delete the zeros, which we know leads to the reinstatement soon after. Iraq is in a better position now than ever. You heard this again and again, how the leaders of Iraq want to move the country back to the glory days, and they're right on track to do this. Right, Militiaman says we can see there is a need for an exchange rate change and quickly. The street is being harmed and they are going into protest mode again. There is a parliament in place along with a legal caretaker government to do day-to-day business. That day-to-day business includes actions pertaining to budgets. The 2022 budget has been in the news to be sped up and presented in short order, in my opinion. Right, God Lover, the food security law, something I had never thought of until recently, talks of a mini budget to replace the general budget. This new food security law seems to as well prove the theory that the current government does not have the authority to send the 2022 budget. For the record, I pray my thinking is wrong and the budget is sent to Parliament, and when opened, it contains what we all seek. Mark Z via PDK out of Iraq, what I'm hearing is that they expect the food security law and the budget to go before Parliament in the next 3 days. It could be as early as the first thing tomorrow morning Iraq time, knowing that they only work a half day on Fridays and usually don't work on Saturdays. I suspect we will see it very early tomorrow or the first thing on Sunday. I'm told the rate is in there, and this is when they will announce their released rate. All right, Sandy Ingram article, quote, Economic Center warns of the repercussions of delayed budget approval. As you know, Iraq was not, for the third time, able to elect a new government. There is a serious problem with that occurring. The budget needs approval by law, and this will cause serious economic issues if the budget is not approved soon. The existing prime minister is called on Parliament to come together to make necessary votes so they continue on with business. All right, Pimpy article, quote, oil surges on OPEC, gold jumps on inflation. Here's some really good news. Oil is projected to go around $150 per barrel. Of course, this helps benefit Iraq, and no, the Iraqi dinar exchange rate is not going to change just because it's getting more oil money. There are more things to factor in: a stable government, which they don't even have one established, stable economy, which they haven't even passed the budget, plus Iraq has to get away from the fact that 90% of the budget's revenue comes from oil. They're working very hard, and great reports have been coming out that the private sector is being built. Things are going in the right direction, but it isn't going to happen overnight, but this is a major help. All right, Frank article, quote, industry, Iraq is the world's first in sulfur reserves. It's not just oil. All right, Nader from the Mideast says al-Kazimi refused to send the 2022 budget to Parliament. The reason they said they will wait for the new government to take place for them to send the budget, but we don't know when this freaking government is going to take. They can't even vote for a government. I don't know if Maliki is going to be the prime minister or not. I don't think so. I hope not. I hope Kazimi stays. Maybe they play a game. I don't know what they're doing. I hope they change their mind and send the budget to Parliament today or tomorrow. I don't know what's in the budget. I don't know what's the rate. It could be 1450 or 1460, can be 1160, can be 1. We don't know what's going on. We're getting frustrated with everything. There's a lot of demonstration going on. All right, Mark Z via PDK, still hearing that this is the weekend. Out of Iraq, I am still hearing that they expect a vote on the budget and the food security bill by Monday morning. I am being told from my Redemption Center contacts that they are on call this weekend, but should plan on working Monday. This is big. This is Easter Monday, and they are being told to expect to work. All right, God Lover article quote, Parliamentary Finance. The draft food security law will be merged with the budget if this happens. This new food security law is talked about a lot lately. I had mentioned that an article spoke of this law having a mini budget included. That article also stated it would be a substitute for the general budget. I'm starting to think that this new law and the possible mini budget will likely pass and be used to get them through until the 2022 budget is passed further down the road. Mark Z via PDK, question mark, do you believe we have a good chance for this weekend? Mark's answer is yes, I do believe we have a good chance for this weekend, especially after my communication with an Iraqi source saying they're hopeful they will get the food law and budget before Parliament to vote on it within 3 days.